Dear learners, I welcome you all to this online teaching session. Today we will discuss about variables in research. What is variable? Any concept which can take different quantitative value is known as variable. Now let us see about different types of variables. First is dependent variable. Variable that depend on other variable is known as dependent variable. Independent variable, variable that is antecedent to dependent variable. So if we take example of concentration and absorbance, as concentration increases, absorbance increases. So here absorbance is dependent variable and concentration is independent variable. Next is continuous variable. Any phenomena that can take value even in decimal points is known as continuous variable. So if the values of a variable can be divided into fractions, then we call it as continuous variable. Such variable can take infinite number of values. So if any phenomena can take uh, infinite number of values, so that is known as continuous variable. Non-continuous variable or discrete variable, phenomena that can take integer value. Any variable that has a limited number of distinct values and which cannot be divided into fractions is known as discontinuous variable. Such variable is also known as categoric variable or discrete variable. Next is extraneous variable. Independent variable that are not related to study but may affect the dependent variable. So what are the extraneous variable? They are independent variable. They are not part of study but they may affect the dependent variable. We will also discuss some other definitions related to research. First is control. The term control minimizes the effect of extraneous variable. So, to minimize effect of extraneous variable, we use control. Next is experimental error. Effect of extraneous variable on dependent variable is termed as experimental error. So in our previous slide we have seen that extraneous variable are not part of study but they affect dependent variable. So to minimize the effect of extraneous variable you can use control. So that's why the control group is used in any experiment to minimize the effect of extraneous variable. And the effect of extraneous variable is termed as experimental error. Now what is research hypothesis? When prediction or assumption is tested by scientific method, it is termed as hypothesis. So research hypothesis is a prediction which can be tested by scientific methods. Next is experimental hypothesis testing. In experimental hypothesis testing, independent variable is manipulated. Means you can change independent variable and effect of independent variable on dependent variable is evaluated. So, it is known as experimental hypothesis testing. Next is non-experimental hypothesis testing. In this type of hypothesis testing, independent variable is not manipulated. Next is control group. When a group which receives normal or usual experimental condition, it is known as control group. Experiment group. When a group receives novel or special experimental conditions, it is known as experiment group. As we know that in any study we use a control group. For example, in pharmacology, we are using control group and experimental group. So control group, it receives only normal usual experimental conditions such as food, water, etc. Or they will be there in particular environment. But in case of experiment group, they receive novel or special experimental condition. So when we give dose, so dose is given to experiment group, but it is not given to control group. So control group, it receives usual experimental condition, while experiment group, they receives novel or special experimental condition. Next is nominal scale. Nominal scale, it differentiates item or subjects based on their names or other qualitative classifications they belong to. Example is gender, nationality or language. So nominal scale, it differentiates the data based on their name or other qualitative classification. Ordinal scale. Ordinal scale allows for rank order by which data can be sorted. It does not allow relative degree of difference between the data. So, in with ordinal scale, you can sort the data based on rank order, but it doesn't give any idea about difference between the data. For example, first, second and third. Next is interval scale. This scale provides degree of difference between the items or data. Next is ratio scale. It provides ratio between a magnitude of a continuous quantity and a unit magnitude of same kind. This is the reference which is used to prepare this presentation. I thank you all for patiently listening and have a good day.